This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
She wants to control her man, then complains that he doesn't act like one. This is Welcome to Red Pill here. Brand new topic, brand new video. Share your thoughts, comment down below. Let me know what you think, and God bless. Anyways, you already know what the title says and what this is all about. Even by the thumbnail, people could justify that, oh, I'm a hardworking man. But what are you applying to your love life? For those of you who actually believes in that, because I'm aware that there's players and there's guys who does not want to be in a committed relationship. I'm not shaming anybody for their choices. Your choice is your business in the end of the day. My business is my own. Everyone has their own philosophy of life and what they choose to deal with. Their choice, okay? There's people who tries, who gives the benefit of the doubt. There's people who messes up in relationships. No one's perfect, but that's not an excuse to keep messing up. Now, for cases with women dealing with men, like the guy in this thumbnail or this picture here, I feel no empathy for them, especially if I witness it with my own two eyes. This is a true story. I had a family member from my spouse's side, right? She invited her cousin over for the fact that she just needed help with finding a place, wanted to start over with her family, and her family was consisting herself, her boyfriend, and their child. I thought, oh, well, I was a bit skeptical at first because normally when you invite family over and you invite them to your home, your own castle, with you being the man, the head of the household, you're in control of everything and all that, to take charge, it's not right to invite another man that you barely know around your girl or your wife or spouse. It's not very wise. It's not. Normally the women could be faithful, but the men could go overboard and be disrespectful. But then when you do the same thing to their girl or their wife or their spouse, then it's a problem. That's called being a hypocrite. So, long story short, we invited her cousin over, her boyfriend, their child. Where we messed up at was that we gave them a chance. We thought, hey, maybe they're not so bad. Come to find out, as a month go by, not even reaching to a month, because I kicked their behind out within less than a month. After a week went by, they started getting lazy, stopped washing the dishes, stopped cleaning, stopped doing crap. I felt like I was taking care of children with the children I'm already taking care of. And what pissed me off even more is, if you're a grown behind adult and there's a lot of things you could already do with your life, with your time, clean the dishes, simple things like that, to clean after yourself, then that's a big problem. That's a big red flag. People could lie and say all they want. Oh, I'm okay with my boyfriend putting garbage on the floor, not finishing his beer, not flushing the toilet, leaving poop stains on the sink. That's a lie. There's a limit. Everyone has a limit. People will be more enlightened and happy to know that their own partner or people that they're dealing with, it could be a roommate, whatever the case may be, they'll be happy to know that that person is clean. It shows that they have respect for one another, and they show they have respect for the next person and the next person's home. This is why when I invite people over, I don't like them being in my place long term, because problems escalate, where those type of people that you invite over, after a while, they get comfortable. They forgot that their main goal was to find a place. You have a buddy or a friend that you're accepting to crash over at your place. You give him about 30 days to 60 days to find a place, or he gets out. Turns out he wastes his time. He wastes your time. It's draining. That crap does not work for me. People could call me an a-hole or all I want. I'd rather be an a-hole, and I'd rather be upfront. I do not like taking care of other people, especially if you're a grown behind man. You have 2 legs, 2 feet, hands, eyes, feet, mouth, all that. You have everything that God gave you. You could get your behind up and work. Their whole purpose in coming to stay with us was to work. What I witnessed also, my wife's cousin, boyfriend, right? He was just trying to get by and be slick at the same time. He took advantage of the situation. I got pissed off. I addressed it with him. He didn't listen. He got kicked out. The last straw, I'd rather not get into detail with that, but it was just messy. For people that is trustworthy of friends or family members, look, know who to let in your home, especially if it's your own home and things was fine before other people came. If you notice things are going down the hill and you're not taking charge in your home for being a man or not, then you already know that there's an issue and there's a problem. People cannot lie and say that, oh, it's okay if you stay here for a few months and you won't get tired of them. That's why rules and laws should be put in place. If people doesn't follow them, then they can't expect or get mad at you for not inviting them back to your place at all. Or you even block them or cut contact with them. There's family members that will get cut off too for being disrespectful at your own place. And I definitely agree with that. People that shows no respect for your property when it comes down to your bathroom, dishes, they feel like it's just like they're just there just to exist and they're a waste of space. That's how it feels like after a while, that they're a waste of space. They're just there. You're mooching off of people's food, money, electricity, everything. You're useless. If you're showing those type of signs and you're in someone else's place, people will lose respect for you. This is the same way for women. Women will lose respect from men that can't do nothing for themselves. But they use those type of guys at the same time because I already have family members and people that I know. And I'm not going to put any names, so I don't put anyone on blast, but I'm just being honest. I have about 3 women that I know in my family that is going through this right now with their boyfriends. They're going through exes, going through different men because they're lonely or they know that this is the best that they could do. So they know that the man ain't crap. He's not going to do much. He's a bum. He makes less than her. She feels like she's the baller. Subconsciously, she doesn't respect him. The man notices that. It causes drama. Do you know why? Because there's no order in that, because it barely works and it never works. Relationships like that doesn't last very long. And you already know why. Most cases, the guy doesn't care and he's just trying to get by until he finds a better offer of a woman or a sugar mama to take care of him, or until the woman finally gets fed up. And in cases, there could be murder involved, things like that. And that could be a very dark turn if things went that route. Relationships like this exist. That's why a lot of women that are celebrities or billionaires, they have a hard time dating. Unless they're okay with that and they actually accept and know that I have respect for a man. I have respect for my man. I know realistically I'm not going to meet any other man that makes a higher amount than me. I just have to be real that 99.9% of men in this world has a 9-to-5 job. The other percentages are the ones that are bums and lazy, or their mama's boys. And I'm just being honestly real right with you. Okay? If the roles were reversed, this applies to women as well. There's women who are very lazy, couch potatoes, and the only thing that they think that they could offer is their vagina. This is the reason why MGTOW exists and other different types of communities and spaces exist for this very reason. Because a lot of men are fed up from doing things like that, from dealing with women that are like that. That's why a lot of men are now more skeptical, especially as they get older. They're more skeptical of the women that they invite into their home. I've seen people who are stressed. A woman that they just met, 1 month later, they're already moving in their apartment, their house, and they're driving them crazy 3 months later, and they already break up a month later. You're taking a risk with a lot of these things, but it's not an issue if you take things slow. If you take things slow, you uncover a lot of things about someone in such a little time and hassle. You could save yourself the energy and headaches by just taking your time to get to know a person. Test the water out. Be comfortable in your space before you allow to open up to the person that you wish to be with, if you choose to go to a relationship route or not. Now, for women dealing with mama's boys and men who are man-childs, there's women who disrespects their men, who talks down on them. But a lot of them just honestly deals with men like that because of the sex or because they think that his package is the best that they could do. There are people that thinks like this. And sadly but surely, things like that don't even last long either. Because there's no connection. You get bored if you're only dealing with sex in a relationship. That's the same way for men dealing with women. If the only thing a woman has to offer is sex, then you already know the relationship is set to be a failure. Relationships like this, where you're taking care of somebody and it feels like they're your own child, is very one-sided. It doesn't work very long. I'd rather take care of my own child and know that my child should have respect for me, for my home, and have some decency to actually have respect for themselves, to know who to bring into my home or not. Whatever they want to do with sex and all of that, they could do it outside of their house. Okay? We don't need any more fornication, creating babies out of wedlock. We don't need none of that, because thank God all my kids is not out of wedlock. All my kids is born out of a marriage. Okay? And people can say all they want about me. I have my stuff together. I have my own place. I take care of my bills and do what I have to do. I may not be perfect. There's a lot of areas that needs improvement, but at least I'm going somewhere in life, because there's a lot of men that is drinking beer, smoking weed, and expecting their girl to do every single thing for them. Seriously. Anyways, this is Woken Red Pill here. Peace out. Let me know what your thoughts are. And all I gotta say is that these type of relationships exist. They don't last very long, and people just gotta wake up. Peace.